Hello everybody, hope you're having a good day today. Today we're going to be looking at my Transformers Legacy United Voyager class animated Motormaster. So before we look at him, let's take a look at the box here. Let me set him down. As you can see, nice art of him in his alt mode, Transformers Legacy United, Animated Universe, Decepticon Motormaster. It's a Voyager class. On this side you got him in his robot mode there. On the other side, you got the other half of that nice legacy box art. 40 years of Transformers. On the top here, just got the same thing, logo, barcode. On the back here, you got your product shots. In his robot mode, in his truck mode, words, things, and stuff. And that is about it for the box. And moving on to the figure himself, here we have animated Motormaster. Now, this figure did not appear in the show. This character did not appear in the show. He is based on a BotCon exclusive Stunticon pack, which that original toy was a recolor remold of the original animated Optimus figure, and now this is doing the same thing, recolor remold of the newer Legacy animated Optimus Prime figure. And yeah, he's pretty cool. I have a couple of qualms, and it might just be my copy that there's these issues for, but yeah, let's start with looking at some of these details here. Nice square blocky head, nice face sculpt there. You got the handlebar mustache and the goatee. I really like the look of that. Nice transparent, nice transparent purple for the windshield there, and the green for the lights. I think that looks really cool. Nice shade of like kind of lavender, I think. Very light purple for the hands and the forearms and the chest section here. I think that looks pretty cool. And green again there for the crotch. Purple going all the way down. Black for the tops of his feet. You got your Decepticon symbol right there. And on the back, cleans up pretty nice. He's got this light bar. This light bar piece is packed separately. You just plug that in there. Nice silver there, and then transparent for the lights. That looks pretty good. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. It can wiggle around. It can look up that far. It can look down that far. It can rotate pretty nicely. The arms can rotate a little stiff on mine. Bicep rotation. He's got a double jointed elbow. Hands are on a ball joint. The waist can rotate. Mine is really stiff. And I've even occasionally like undid the mushroom peg trying to rotate him. So, but that might just be my copy. If you get yours, your mileage may vary, but this can rotate. The legs can move up that far, back that far, thigh rotation. Good bend at the knee there, and the feet can also, or not, the ankles can also tilt. Nice range of movement. And you can also kind of, for transformation, you can unclip it and do some other stuff. I don't know if you need to do that to break his feet, but you can if you want. But yeah, some qualms with my figure. These panels here on the back and on the front, they just can't seem to be tabbed in. Like, I can kind of get the chest in, but it comes apart really easy, and I don't quite know like what's supposed to be tabbed in. Like it just won't stay tabbed. Like I move that and then that comes undone, and then this can just also do that really easy. But I mean, I'm not like moving my figure around and doing a bunch of stuff. It's just sitting on the shelf in a cool pose. So I guess it's fine, but just I wish that it would stay together kind of a little bit better. But anyway, the last thing to talk about really in robot mode is his accessory. He comes with this big old axe here. This is done in purple, the nice transparent plastic there. I wish, because this is obviously the same axe that the animated one has. The animated, or the Optimus Prime, these bits of on the axe here are painted silver, and you have like the where the lines are, it's just kind of like the energy coming out of it. I wish these parts were painted, but you know, it's okay. Then you got the silver for the handle here, and he can't. Oh, and this piece I just today just started coming off, but it's not like super loose. You know, it's not gonna come off if I shake it, but if I move it a little, it'll come off. But that's not, you know, the end of the world. But he can hold his axe in his hand here, and that looks pretty good. And this axe can also, the handle can also extend like so. Makes it pretty tall, almost as tall as him. And you can put the handle, it's kind of snug on mine. Just gotta like push it. Oh, not undo him. Just gotta, of course, and it's come apart. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. All right, I got it working now. I'll have to glue that on so it doesn't come apart, or I just won't touch him again after I get the axe in his hand. But yeah, as he can also, it takes some doing, but he can put both hands in the axe handle like so. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, just doesn't want to stand, because of course he doesn't. Of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, nothing wants to work. But yeah, that's pretty much it for robot mode. So let's get down to transformation. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, quick thing before we get to transformation. You can store the axe on the back there if you want to, for storage. But yeah, that's it. Now on to transformation. Alright, now we'll start with transformation here. So first thing you want to do is you want to go to both sides, both of his arms here. You want to open up his hands here, flip them in like that on both sides. Alright, then you want to move down to the legs here. You want to take his feet and unclip them, straighten them out, and then you want to unclip this section from both legs. It's kind of tricky to do, but you unclip that, then you fold it out like so, bring the leg out, and then you want to do the same thing on the other side. You might have to get your fingernail in there. There we go. Do that. Bring it around like so. And then what you want to do is you want to take this whole chest assembly here and rotate it around like so. Alright. Then you want to sorry, had a brain freeze. You take the leg sections here and then you want to swing them around and clip them. There's a tab here, goes into this slot here, does that. And you do the same thing on, oh no, wrong hinge. You flip that hinge up, you do the same thing on the other side. Like so. Then you want to, well there we go. You want to clip these in together. You don't push them in, you kind of like slide it, do that. Like so, and then you take the feet sections and then you just bring them over. There's on both sides there's two ports right there. Just do that. Now the legs are done there. Now we'll move on to the rest of the body. You want to take the arms, bring them out, And you see there's a tab slot right there. Bring those up on both sides. Bring them up out of the way. Now you want to fold these sections out. Then you want to rotate the arms. It's kind of stiff on this side. Do that. And then you see there's a tab right there, and there's a slot on the side there. It's kind of hard to see, but you just want to do that. Come on. Now that the camera's on, you're fighting me. There you go. Then you want to do that, and then you want to take the one thing I meant to mention. There's actually molded detail in the cab, which is kind of cool. There's the radio stuff, and then there's a little driver's wheel. That's neat. But anyway, back to the thing. You want to come and tab the front in, and then you come and bring the top down like so. It's kind of tricky to get it all clipped in. You have to like have the arms oriented like a straight way, because if it's not, it just kind of like sits and doesn't like super clip in. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. And then the last thing is you just take two tabs right there. Right there. Come on. There we go. And again, make sure everything is nice and squozen, flush. Again, doesn't want to work because the camera's on. You have to be particular with it. Alright, I'm gonna get it straight in just a second. Alright, I got it flushed now, and since that's the last thing, that is animated Motormaster in his truck mode. And let's go ahead and look at some of the details again. Same thing, a lot of the same stuff that we've seen before, like the nice green on the headlights there. You can see this bumper. I wish there was some paint here, but you know, it's whatever. On the back here, there's a little bit of molded detail, like taillights right there. Could have been painted, but you know, whatever. There's the top. There's the bottom. I do like how, to compensate for the design, because the wheels are in the back, they added fake, not necessarily hidden, but they added like secret wheels here to make it easier to roll, and it rolls pretty nice, all things considered. And we can store the X accessory. There's the port right there, you just want to put it right there, and it can't fit the other way because the axe head will hit the back of the truck there. But yeah, that is about it for Motormaster. Thank y'all for watching. As I said, this figure, it's looks cool in robot mode, has like a nice like shelf presence, detail, like the colors, like the paints, the detail is just like the chest thing is a little flimsy, and the transformation's all right. It's kind of tricky to get the like top tabbed in. You have to orient the arms a certain way, but since I don't really I only really display things in robot mode, it's not a huge issue. And the axe is kind of difficult to get all the way in, and it came apart as you saw. But it's fine. Again, this all might just be my copy. But yeah, that's about it. If you liked the video, liked it, if you want to see more, subscribe, leave a comment about whatever. My playlist is for other Transformers reviews is both in the description and at the end card, in case you want to see something that you missed. And that's about it. Hope you all have a good day. Bye-bye.